Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm so excited you're here. This is the last part of our fascinating story, The Young Prince. If you haven't seen the previous parts yet, don't worry. You can catch up by clicking on the I button right up here. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Chapter 21. Trains. Good morning, says the little prince. Good morning, says the man who works at the railway station. What do you do here? The little prince asks. I change the direction of the trains, says the man. I send some trains to the right, some trains to the left, and at that moment a train goes around very fast. They hurry, says the little prince. What are they looking for? Nobody knows what they are looking for, says the man. And a second train goes around in the opposite direction. Are they going back? Asks the little prince. They are not the same people, says the man. They are different people. They are coming back. They are not happy where they are. People are never happy where they are, says the man. And a third train goes around. Do they want to catch the first people? Asks the little prince. They don't want to catch anybody, says the man. They are sleeping, or they are looking outside the windows. Only the children are pressing their noses against the windows. Only the children know what they are looking for, says the little prince. Children use their time to play with toys, and the toys start to be very important to them. And if somebody takes their toys, they cry. Children are lucky, the man says. The little prince continues on his journey. Good morning, says the little prince when he meets a businessman. Good morning, says the businessman. He is a businessman who sells pills. The pills help people when they are thirsty. If you take one pill a week, you don't have to drink. Why do you sell the pills? Asks the little prince. Because the pills save a lot of time, says the businessman. The pills can save 53 minutes a week. And what do you do with the 53 minutes? What I want. When I have 53 minutes, the little prince says, I like to walk very slowly to a fountain. Chapter 22. Desert. It is now the 8th day after my accident in the desert. I listened to the story about the businessman, and I am drinking my last water. Your stories are very nice, I say to the little prince, but my plane is still broken. I have nothing to drink. I also want to walk very slowly to a fountain. My friend the fox says that. My dear little man, this has nothing to do with the fox. Why not? Because soon I am dead. But the little prince says, it is good to have a friend. And if you can die soon, it is good to have a friend too. I am very happy that I have a fox as a friend. He doesn't see the danger, I think. He is never hungry or thirsty. He only needs a little sunshine. But he looks at me, and maybe he knows what I am thinking because he says, I am thirsty too. Let's look for a well. It is crazy to look for a well in this big desert. But we start to walk. We walk for many hours. Then the night comes. The stars start to shine. I see them as in a dream. I am very thirsty. The last words of the little prince dance in my head. So, you are thirsty too? I ask him. But he doesn't answer my question. He only says to me, water can also be good for the heart. I don't understand his answer, but I say nothing. I already know that he doesn't answer my questions. He's tired. He sits down. I sit down next to him. After a quiet moment, the little prince speaks again. The stars are beautiful because there is a flower on one of them. Sure, I say. Then I look at the sand. The sand is all around us. We see the sand in the light of the moon. The desert is beautiful, he says. It is true. I always love the desert. When I sit down on sand in the desert, I see nothing. I hear nothing. But something beats and something shines in the desert. Chapter 23. Well, the desert is beautiful, says the little prince, because it hides a well somewhere. I agree with the little prince. When I am a little boy, we live in an old house, and people say a story about the house. The story says that the house has a treasure somewhere in the floor. Of course, nobody can find the treasure. Maybe nobody is really looking for it. But this treasure makes the house special. My home is hiding a secret. Yes, I say to the little prince. What is beautiful we can't see. I am happy, he says, that you agree with my fox. Then the little prince starts to sleep. I take him in my arms. I start to walk again. I am full of emotions. I am holding the little prince. I feel that I am holding a great treasure. In the moonlight, I look at his white face, his closed eyes, his golden hair which moves in the wind, and I think, what I see here is only a shell. What is most important, we don't see. And when his mouth opens a little with a smile, I think again, what is so beautiful about this little prince is his relationship with his flower. I can see a picture of a rose which shines from his heart when he sleeps. I feel that I have to protect this light. The wind can take the light away. I continue to walk, and in the morning, I see the well. The little prince wakes up and he says, people get on their trains, but they don't know what they are looking for. People run around. It is not necessary. The well is not like the wells of the Sahara. The wells of the Sahara are only holes in the sand. This well looks more like a village well, but there is no village here. And I think that I am in a dream. It is strange, I say to the little prince. Everything is ready. The bucket, the rope. The little prince laughs. He takes the rope, and he lets the bucket go down the well. When the bucket is going down, we hear some interesting sound. Can you hear it? Says the little prince. The well is singing. Chapter 24. Water. When the bucket is full of water, I say, I can pull the bucket up. The bucket is very heavy for you. Slowly, I pull the bucket up. I leave the bucket on top of the well. I am tired but happy. The song of the well is still in my ears. When I look at the bucket, I can see the sunshine in the water. I am thirsty, says the little prince. I want to drink this water now. I help him hold the bucket. He drinks with his eyes closed. It is nice. It is a special moment. The water isn't only a drink. The water comes from our walk under the stars. It is made from the song of the well, from the work of our arms. It is good for the heart, like a present. When I am a little boy, I like Christmas very much. It is a special time. I like the light of the Christmas tree, the Christmas music, the smiles of the people. All these things make the Christmas time and Christmas presents special. Where you live, says the little prince. The people have 5,000 roses in one garden, but they don't find what they are looking for. But what they are looking for, they can find in one rose or in a little water. Yes, it is true, I say. And the little prince says, but the eyes don't see it? You have to look with the heart. I drink a lot of water. I feel well now. The sand at sunrise is the color of honey, and that color is making me happy too. So I don't understand why I feel so sad. Do you remember your promise? Says the little prince when he sits down next to me. What promise? You know, a fence which can protect my flower from my sheep. I am responsible for this flower. I take my pictures out of my pocket. The little prince looks at them. He laughs when he sees the baobabs. Your baobabs look like some vegetable. Oh, I'm very proud of my baobabs. Your fox? His ears look like horns, and they are too long. And he laughs again. You are not fair, little prince, I say. I can't draw. I can draw only snakes from the outside and snakes from the inside. Oh, it is okay, he says. It is okay for children. The children understand. I draw a fence, and I give the fence to the little prince with a heavy heart. You have plans which I don't know. Maybe something ends here. But he doesn't answer me. He says to me, you must work now. You must go back to your plane. I can wait here. Come back tomorrow. Chapter 25. Wall. Next to the well there is an old wall. When I come back from my work the next evening, I see the little prince from some distance. He is sitting on top of the wall. He is talking to somebody. He says, this is not the right place. Some voice must say something to him, because the little prince says, yes, yes, this is the right day, but it is not the right place. I continue my walk to the wall. I still can't see or hear anybody. But the little prince says again, sure. You can follow my steps in the sand. You only have to follow me to that place. It can all happen tonight. I am 20 meters from the wall, and I still can't see anything. The little prince speaks again after a pause. Do you have good poison? Are you sure that you can do it very quickly? I stop. My heart is beating strongly, but I still don't understand the situation. Now go away, says the little prince. I want to go down from the wall. Then I look down at the sand under the wall. I am shocked. There is a yellow snake there. It is a snake which can kill you in 30 seconds. I want to take my revolver, but when I am trying to take it, I also make a step back. The snake hears it. He starts to move and he is quickly gone in the rocks. I still hear him, but I don't see him. I come to the wall. I catch the little prince in my arms. His face is very white. What are you doing here? I want to know. Why are you talking with the snake? He looks at me. His eyes are sad. He puts his arms around my neck. I feel his heart. His heart is beating like the heart of a bird which is dying. He says to me, I am happy that your plane is okay. Now you can go home. How do you know it? I am here because I want to tell him that my work is finished. He doesn't answer my question, but he says, I can go back home today too. It is very far. I need somebody's help for my next journey. Chapter 26. Present. I know that something strange is happening. I am holding the little prince in my arms like a little child, but I feel that he is falling down into a big hole, and I know that I can't help him. His face is very serious now. He says, I have the sheep, and I have the box for the sheep, and I have the fence, and he smiles sadly. I wait for a long time. I see that he is feeling a little better. Then I say, "Dear little man, you are scared." Yes, he is scared, but he laughs a little. I am scared of tonight. It is difficult for me. I know that it is not possible to change what the little prince wants to do. I can't imagine my life without the sound of the little prince's laugh. For me, it is like a fountain in the desert. Little man, I say, I want to hear you laugh again. But he says to me, tonight it is already a year. My star is exactly in the same place as last year. My little friend, is this only a bad dream? Is the meeting with the snake, the plan for tonight, only a bad dream? But he doesn't answer my question. He says to me, what is important? We can't see. Yes, I know. It is the same with the flower. If you love a flower which lives on a star, it is good to look at the sky at night. Then all the stars have flowers. Yes, I know. At night, you can watch the stars, the little prince says. My star is very small. I can't show you where my star is. It is better if you don't know. My star can be one of the many stars for you. So when you look at the stars, they can all be your friends. I have a present for you, says the little prince, and he laughs again. Ah, little prince, my little prince, I love to hear you laugh. I say, this is my present, my laugh, says the little prince. Chapter 27. Bells? I'm not sure if I understand, I say. Your laugh is a present? People look at stars, but the stars are not the same for everybody. For people who travel, the stars are guides. For other people, the stars are nothing, only small lights in the sky. For scientists, they are problems. For my businessmen, the stars are important because they make him rich. But all these stars are quiet stars. For you, it is different. You have stars like nobody else. When you look at the sky at night, there is one star where I live. And because I laugh on one of these stars, you can feel that all stars are laughing. You have stars which laugh. And he laughs again. When I leave, the little prince continues, you can be sad. But believe me, time can help you be less sad. Then you can be happy that you know me. You can always be my friend. You can always laugh with me. And sometimes you can open your window only for fun. And your friends can see you, how you laugh at the sky. You can tell them, yes, the stars always make me laugh. And your friends can think that you are crazy, but it is okay. And he laughs again. And for you, the stars can be like little bells, which laugh. And he laughs again. Then he is serious again. Tonight, don't stay with me. I don't want to leave you, I say. Tonight, it can look as if I feel pain. It can look as if I am dying. Don't come to see it. It is not necessary. I don't want to leave you. But he says, I also ask you not to come because the snake can bite you. Snakes are bad sometimes. Snakes can bite you only for fun. Then he says, it is also true that snakes have no poison for the second bite. Then the comes. I don't see the little prince leave. I don't hear him when he goes away from me. When I catch him, he is walking fast. He only says to me, ah, you are here. And he takes my hand, but he is not happy. It is wrong that you are here. It is not good for you. It can look as if I am dead, but I am not dead. I am quiet. You must understand. My star is too far. I can't take this body with me. It is too heavy. I am quiet. When you see only an empty shell, don't be sad. There is nothing sad about empty shells. I am quiet. He tries to explain it again. He says, "This night can be very nice for me. All the stars can be wells with a rope and a bucket. All the stars can have water for me." I am quiet. It is great fun. You can have 500 million little bells, and I can have 500 million fountains. And he is quiet too, because he is crying. Chapter 28. Departure. "Here is the place. Let me continue alone," says the little prince. And he sits down because he is scared. Then he says, "My flower is on my planet. I am responsible for her. And she is so weak. She has only 4 thorns which can't protect her enough." I sit down too because I can't stand. "It is all," he says. He waits for some time. Then he stands up. He takes 1 step. I can't move. I see something yellow which moves quickly near his leg. He doesn't move for a moment. He doesn't cry. Then he falls slowly as a tree falls. Now it is 6 years after the little prince's departure. This is the first time when I tell this story. When I return, the people are happy when they see me. I am sad because the little prince is gone. But I say to the people that I am not sad, that I am only tired. Now I am not so sad. I know that the little prince is on his planet because I don't find his body at sunrise. And at night, I love to listen to the stars. It is like 500 million little bells. But here is something interesting. The fence for the sheep is not very big. So sometimes I think, what is happening on his planet? If the sheep jumps over the fence, the sheep can eat the flower. But sometimes I think, of course not. The little prince puts his flower under the glass every night, and he watches his sheep well. Then I am happy, and all the stars laugh a little. Sometimes I think, everybody can forget sometimes. Everybody can forget to put the glass over the flower in the evening, and the sheep can come to the flower in the night, and then the bells change to tears. For some people it is not important, but for you who also love the little prince, and for me, these things are important. So, look up at the sky and ask the question, is the flower still on the little prince's planet? And you can see how everything changes, and adults can never understand that this is so important. For me, this is a very beautiful and also very sad land. I want to make another picture of this land. It is the same as the picture before, but I want to draw the land again. I want to remember the land better. It is the land where I say goodbye to the little prince. Look at this picture carefully because you can come to this place one day when you travel in Africa in the desert. And if you really come to this place, please don't hurry. Wait for a little moment. Then, if a little man comes, if he laughs, if he has golden hair, and he doesn't answer your questions, you know who he is. If this happens, please write to me quickly that the little prince is back. The end. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned as we reveal the next story of this incredible journey.